On this, the eighth of the reflection on spiritual aloneness, I'd like to draw from some writings of Jan Roosbroek. But before we do that, let's take a moment just to sit here quietly in the presence of the Lord. In the first of the writings is just a simple statement. God in the depths of us receives God who comes to us. It is God contemplating God. The second, God is more interior to us than we are to ourselves. His acting in us is nearer and more inward than our own actions. God works in us from inside outwards. Creatures work on us from the outside. So let's begin with that first statement that we are the place where God meets God, if you want to say, that there is within us the Trinity dwelling in deepest love, inviting us into this experience of love, which is the love of the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And the Trinity there is deep within us, and the Trinity is also outside of us. And so this contemplation of God takes place within us as God looks upon God, as Father gazes in love upon the Son on the Father, the Spirit on Father and Son. This beautiful place all within us, if we are open to that depth and that experience of God's presence there. And then this other statement of Roosbroek begins to open up for us that God is the center of who we are, whether we know it or not. So as we pursue God supposedly outside of ourselves, turning inside, we encounter God. And at the same time, God does come to us from the outside in so many blessings and so much love in a world that's so beautiful, in experiences that God treasures, in being able to share them with us, in blessing after blessing, grace after grace. And yet inside, God is working from inside out, transforming those parts of us which are alien to God in some way or resistant to God. And so much of our lives is just turning over who we are to this God who loves us so much. And in doing that, we find that God is welcoming us and is welcoming all the beautiful graces and blessings that we so treasure. And so far from being bereft in loneliness, we find that we are filled with this most remarkable community, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and us. There we are, with God, deep within ourselves, at home, and not alone.